offseason knee surgery. Brady said he is making, quote, good progress, close quote, in his rehab, and added that he does not know if he could go this week, but he's hopeful he can play in June's minicamp. By the way, the GOAT will be 44 years old when next season begins. So, Marcellus, how will Father Time impact Tom Brady?
It won't. Father Time impact Tom Brady? It won't. And look at your face over there. It sounds like you're praying for his downfall, like you over there rooting. Fall off, Tom Brady, Tom Brady. Father Time doesn't know Tom Brady like many households around this world right now. The father's absent. Oh, Father Time is gone out the NFL like he used to be. See, this is not your NFL. This is not my NFL. This is today's NFL. And Acho, we stay in touch and in tune with a lot of players. It's different. Let me tell you why players are playing longer than ever. Let me tell you why Father Time doesn't know who Tom Brady is. Because of the conditions, because of the NFL saying, you know what, we got it. Y'all caught us. You know, back in the days, the NFL, oh, you can't hit them that hard, but we're going to make a highlight video of it and market it. You know, changing the target area, concussion, CTE, et cetera, whatever. NFL's addressed that. And I can tell you why I know this. Not from watching the game, not from being on the sidelines. And you ever go to an NFL game as a retired player? Have you been on the sidelines since you retired, yes or no?
Once, Cowboys game.
Okay, so you're going to know what I'm talking about. Woo! For y'all fans out there who have never played in the NFL or been on the sideline, this is not me high-signing and saying I'm better than you. It's like going on the 405 without a car. It's like you're standing right there, you're like, dog, the backups run out. Hey, what's up, Wiley? Wow! I'm like, yo, what was that? You're not even going to play, so you're not even the best test of the power. I'm saying all this because the conditions have changed. I went to the Chargers camp right before the pandemic and talked to veteran after veteran, and they were like, dog, you messed up, Wiley. You retired too soon, but it's not your fault. Your birth certificate did you wrong. You were born too soon. It's a different NFL. So the impact, not only in technology, mindset, and culture, but conditions, is going to allow players to play longer. So lose all of those historical stats of no quarterback over 40 has done X, Y, and Z, because these guys are going to shatter that glass ceiling. Let me talk about Father Time, because he used to have the impact. He used to live with his kids. In my era and before me, oh, Father was present. He was like, are you 30? Come on. It's time to retire. Daddy, I ain't do it. Yes, you did. You did turn 30. No more. It's a different animal, man. So at 44 years young, he will be a Super Bowl favorite. I'm just telling you, man, get rid of all of those old preconceived notions about age and stop using ageism, because Tom Brady doesn't even know who Father Time is.
I loved all that. Okay. I did. I'd give you a standing ovation if my mic wasn't buckling me down to the chair. Marcellus, I fervently believe in this quote.
What?
Never let the truth get in the way of a good story.
I love you too.
Unfortunately, the truth is about to get in the way of your great story. Father Time is going to impact Tom Brady.
You don't know it, Daddy.
Father Time impacted Tom Brady last year in reality, but in story form, it didn't.
Ooh.
What I mean, in reality, Ben Roethlisberger, he fell off the hill. After week 11, he drastically declined. The Steelers started off 11-0. They go on to lose 3 out of the next 4, whatever the case may be, games. Ben Roethlisberger is getting old. But wait a second. Tom Brady, his last 4 games, he declined drastically as well, if you look at it. Ben Roethlisberger, Tom Brady, their last 4 games. Tom Brady's completion percentage, 58%. Mind you, Tom Brady's in the regular season was 66%. Games under 57% completion percentage. Tom Brady, 3 of them. Remember in the playoffs, Tom Brady, 55% completion percentage against Washington, then a 54% completion percentage against the Saints, then a 55% completion percentage against the Packers. Tom Brady was declining, but what was the pivotal difference? The Steelers' defense kept Ben Roethlisberger in decline by narrative form, but the Buccaneers' defense kept Tom Brady from declining. Why? Because Tom Brady in his last 4 games was 4-0. Ben Roethlisberger in his last 4 games was 1-3. The decline was there in real form, but in narrative form it wasn't, because as long as Tom Brady's winning, Tom Brady's not declining. But the numbers said he declined. So we've rarely, if ever, seen Tom Brady have 3 consecutive games with a completion percentage at 55% or below. But we ignored it Because they won. We always ignore errors typically when you win. I'm going to drop the hammer one more way. Y'all don't bring it up yet. Let me talk through the narrative of it all.
Chill on this hammer.
Peyton Manning goes to Denver there for 4 years, 2 Super Bowls in those 4 years. The greatest offense we've really seen since the turn of the century. If y'all weren't there, I was.
What?
When he had 55 touchdowns.
Better than the St. Louis Rams?
Yes, sir. Statistically.
No, he balled more than Kurt Warner.
You can talk about appreciation, but statistically, how many points they scored, that offense
I ain't seen no Marshall Faulk out there.
Crazy.
I ain't seen no, okay.
So that offense,
4 Hall of Famers.
That offense grows crazy statistically, right?
Okay, I'm listening. Though.
But then 2 years later, Peyton Manning, he gets benched for Brock Osweiler. He ends up retiring, only throws 9 touchdowns and 17 picks. We like, yo, Peyton Manning fell off a hill out of nowhere. Not true. 2013, Peyton Manning throws 55 touchdowns. 2014, he only throws 39, Sel. 2013, Peyton Manning throws 10 interceptions. 2014, he throws 15 interceptions. The decline had already started in 2014 because, Sel, there's a 30% decrease from 55 touchdowns to 39 touchdowns. It's a 50% increase from 10 interceptions to 15 interceptions. We just didn't pay no attention to the decline. Number one, because they were 12-4, and number two, because, yo, you declined from the heavens, so you're still really good.
There you go.
But the decline was present. My point is this. We can all sit here and say Father Time won't affect Tom Brady. Father Time affected Tom Brady last year. They just still won. So we don't let the truth speak. Instead, we live with the narrative. Sounds great, but the truth is the truth.
Man, hey, look, the best comeback you could with what you were dealing with and what you were working with right there. I'm not mad. I'm not mad, but I just think that you, like most people who have come from 2-parent households like you, think that that's the way it is. Like everybody. There was an awakening for you one day when you realized, you don't know your daddy? Oh, you don't know your daddy either? Damn, Big Mama is just the only person raising you? Like, you know why? Because it ain't like that for everybody. Father Time doesn't come to everybody's house. Everybody ain't got their daddy there.
He was there, though.
No.
He was there.
Peyton Manning.
You can't deny.
I can't
deny what? Tom Brady in the playoffs, he drastically fell off. Passer rating decreased. Completion percentage decreased. Statistically, he fell off.
Oh, let me give you this. Go track and field, it's time. My coach used to always talk about, you want to see how someone's training is going to impact their season? Don't watch the beginning of the season. Watch the end. Right? So track season, February, something. Oh, if you didn't train like you're supposed to train before the season, it ain't going to show up necessarily in February as much as it's going to show up in June, July, and August when it matters most. And you're talking about Tom Brady looking like he fell off. All you saw was no continuity, him still working on the game plan, them trying to figure it out. They didn't maximize their offense last year and still won the Super Bowl, dog. They just made one great correction to what they were already trying to figure out. That's how they won the Super Bowl. This year, watch these boys from hello. Ain't gonna be no Saints Week 1 game to these Tom Brady Buccaneers. They are coming out swinging. Here, that was your point. I ain't even want to go there. Here's the point. Tom Brady's heard this before. Father Time was supposed to be knocking on Tom Brady's door. Daddy was supposed to show up when he was 37. You remember that? 2014. That's why Belichick drafted Jimmy G. 2014. Tom Brady, 37. What's happened since 2014? 82 wins. No quarterback has more wins than Tom Brady. Thought Father Time was showing up. Thought Daddy was home. Tom Brady has a better completion percentage than Aaron Rodgers since 2014. Since Daddy's supposed to show up, Tom Brady is better than Aaron Rodgers in a very important statistic. Only Aaron Rodgers has more passing touchdowns than Tom Brady since he was supposed to fall off the cliff. We ain't gonna talk about what? The 2 Super Bowl wins, the MVP, since he was supposed to meet his daddy. It's not happening, bro. Not on the calendar that you're subscribing